we have to do much more to guard against these cyber attacks. Russia, China, Iran allow these private hackers to roam free at will, and there may be, we don't know, but there may even be government connections one way or another to some of them, particularly in Russia. So we got to do more. Now, here's the interesting dilemma you face. Our military, our CIA, our NSA is very good at this, and they don't get hacked very much at all. But they don't want to give their top-level security secrets away, because then some China, Russia, or someone will hack them, and then they could hack into the military, into the CIA, into the NSA. So we got to figure out a way, a better encryption way that the military, our experts in the government can help private industry. We need to help private industry much more. We need to up our game. And we hope to put about $3 billion into cybersecurity in the ARP bill, or I think it was in the December bill that passed. We need to put more money in, and we need to share our knowledge in a secure, better way.
All right. I want to say Kahola Yahweh by Shimi Hawashai by Shimraka Kadash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Raka Kadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that continue to teach me the truth and who rule well. Shalom to my fellow Akim, Shalom to my fellow Akhwathium, who are all the hopeful elect. And this morning I saw this thing that the New York Transit got hacked. They didn't really go too far into it, but it seems there may have been a breach into some of their, their online security. Must have been decrypted or something. But it doesn't seem like the hackers stole any data. Doesn't seem like it, but they're not going to tell you the full truth. And these Edomites believe that it's, Russians and Middle Easterners, right? Well, she'll say Iranians, but what they really mean is Arabs and shit, which, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But the fact of the matter is that they're all working together. This is just one big movie that Esau is playing out. And before I really get into this lesson, just bringing out a couple scriptures, a couple verses out of Matthew chapter 24. I want to hit on a couple of these things, a little bit of hypocrisy that this Edomite says.
CIA, our NSA, is very good at this, and they don't get hacked very much at all.
Number one, that's absolute bullshit. We're gonna debunk that real quick. So what he said is that the U.S. doesn't get hacked very often. The U.S. absolutely does get hacked often. This guy here, this was an Israeli-born, I believe he was Israeli-born. No, he wasn't Israeli-born, my bad. He was a former intelligence analyst and spy for Israel. So, as you can see here, he's a former intelligence analyst for the United States government in 1997 as part of a plea agreement. Pollard pleaded guilty to spying for and providing top secret classified information to Israel. He was sentenced to life in prison for violations of the Espionage Act, making him the only American to receive a life sentence for passing classified information to an ally of the U.S. And this guy stole the most information out of any spy from the U.S. Let's read this little part here. In defense of his actions, Pollard said that he committed the espionage only because American intelligence establishment collectively endangered Israel's security by withholding crucial information. Okay, which in this government you have a lot of Israeli-born American officials, or you have dual Israeli-American citizens. So you have a lot of citizens in this country that are from Israel, or maybe born in America, but they vote in Israeli elections and they vote in American elections. And the government just conveniently ignores these people as a security threat.
But they don't want to give their top level security secrets away, because then some China, Russia, or someone will hack them. And
they're worrying about China and Russia and Iran. But what about Israel? What about Amalek, man? You just giving them everything, and they don't pay shit for it, man. Okay, I'm not gonna think too much on that because this is the nation of hypocrites. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 24, starting off at verse 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, which those famines are coming in now. As you see that GBS um, beef producer, those guys got hacked. You got the New York Transit that's being hacked. You got the mice plague in Australia, and then after that, I think they got snakes now. Now they got snake problems in Australia. So as you can see, the world is getting judged, man, and through the Spirit, the Wadi Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, he put me in that spirit yesterday, to really be hitting on New York City hard, and then look what happens about the hack comes out, which the hack actually happened in April of the New York City Transit, but they're gonna make it seem like it happened recently just to control the narrative. Okay. So I want to um uh yep. But this is 37 verse now. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be when he arrives in the chariots. But as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Which the Son of Man is, obviously Yahushai. Um, it's the same thing that's gonna happen today, man. You people, you 2/3, you other nations, you're just gonna die, man. You're gonna die, and you're not gonna see it coming because, the Akim, they've been on the highways and byways, and if it be the Lord's will, after I'm finished reading this book and I have this, this wisdom and understanding, I'll be able to hit those highways and byways as well. But the fact of the matter is that the brothers were out here, man. They've been out here at GMS, Great Millstone. You can see videos of them from 2015, and they've been out every single day. Not every single day, every single week. Okay? There's no excuse, man. You can't talk against that, man. You can't beat that. Right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe pull up this one. I think this is gonna be the last one. Maybe bring out one or two more. Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he's divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Which his country is 100% divided against itself. Because you're gonna have the truthers, which some of them are Edomites, but some of them are Jakes. But they're gonna bring this out. I know that for a fact. What's his name? Dabu or KJ, scariest movie ever. One of those guys are gonna bring up, the fact that we have dual Israeli American citizens. That's a clear, security threat. But we don't see them complaining about that. Now, just to go hammer that home, just for you guys that don't know, America is 100% a satellite state for Amalek land, Britain, the Rothschilds, the big elite banking families, man. This is we harp on America a lot, but we of course know that America is just one piece of the puzzle. Like America is just a satellite nation. Okay, America is just a big experiment. All right, slavery was an experiment because the same things that they did to us in slavery, and Tariq Nasheed, the Wadi Hawabah Shemi Chef for putting that spirit upon him, he brought out, and he was like, yo, back in slavery, the femination of Jake Man of Jake Men, you know, and making Eve masculine and switching the genders around and shit. Um, that they brought that stuff back today, years later. You know, so it was all experiment. They know what they're doing. Um, yeah, I think this is gonna be the last one. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 53. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the father and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Which those days, are happening, and they're gonna get much worse. Wait until that. The yeah, I guess we can call it the M to the A to the R to the K. I'm gonna get the beast on you. I think that's how Apostle Ramla puts it. But that's what's coming, man. And you can already see the separation within the household uh, with the pokey poke, man. You know, you may have a father that wants to get it, and the son is like, man, I ain't taking that shit. Or you may have the son that's like, yeah, dad, I'm gonna go take it, and dad's like, don't you fucking do it. There's a brother on here. Um, Man, I don't remember the brother's name. But I think maybe he's in Barbados, maybe GMS Barbados, one of those guys. Slovakia. I don't wanna mess it up. But one of the brothers from the Caribbeans, he said that he has a wife, and he said that his wife wants to take the poke, and he's of course very against it, but the woman wants to do whatever she wants to do. So this whole jabby jab is just um, a pretense. This is just a practice run, because remember, this country is ran by the scientists. Really, the real people that run this country are those higher upper elites, those banking families, and of course those head scientists under them. You know, and they're sowing division between the people, between mother and father. Eventually you're gonna have father setting up the daughter, and sending them away to the camps and whatever. I don't want to go too much into it. I don't want to get the video taken down, but you know what I mean. All right. All blessings, honor, and glory be to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. That's all your little brother Kashab got. Peace out. Shalom.